First landing 1607. I had no idea. I had a friend come up to us and say, hey, I'm supposed to go down to this cross and pray, use this Founder's Bible and read a passage and say a rededication prayer at this cross. I'm like, that sounds cool. Let's go do it, right? So we're down there, and oh man, I felt a move of the Holy Spirit when we got out in that scene. I started recording. I posted the video on the banners, the number 4 Freedom on Rumble. There's not very many videos on there. You just scroll down the bottom to the one from Virginia Beach. And Cassandra Watkins, Spirit-filled woman, she starts praying. And the next thing I know, her and my wife, they hit their knees right in the sand, and they're praying in the Spirit. And then we had a shofar, so you got a shofar around, you got to start blowing on that thing, right? So we start ripping on the shofar, and then my, is that a shofar right there? Oh yeah, I want to hear that. I want to hear that. And God moved. God moved in an incredible way. I was like, what is this place? What is going on here? You know, I didn't know the history. Because they don't tell you about First Landing 1607. They don't tell you about the Covenant. They tell you about 1620, the Plymouth, Massachusetts, Mayflower Compact, and all of that, right? They tell you about Jamestown, the first colony that was established. What they don't tell you is 2 weeks prior to finding Jamestown, there was a covenant established. Did you cover that when I was back there? You okay. All right, I got
you guys like to buy a cupcake?
So y'all heard about it. The next thing I know, I come by, I don't want to repeat myself. Next thing you know, we're recoveling into this nation back to God. God was the one that called it to happen. It was organic, just like this was organic. And I believe He honored it. And this is part of it, because this is what I want to tie back to it. This is important. So First Landing, recovenanted April 26th last year. I get a phone call from Mark, who was originally thinking about doing something like this. He's like, I feel like it's supposed to come out of Virginia. It's like, Virginia. This is Craig Hutchins in Virginia. He was one to organize it. He's got an RV, big, beautiful RV wrapped in God and country. I was like, but he can lead the convoy out of there. Wait, he lives in Virginia Beach. That's right where we recovered the nation back to God. I was like, God, are you leading a convoy from Virginia Beach down to the border to have a prayer gathering? You are. And he did. Because he said, hey, my hand is sovereign. And my will be done. And I said, sign me up. How can I help? So it's so incredible, and we're talking about broken covenants. Donica, thank you, sister, for coming up here. I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need your help today. Don't go too far. Okay, thank you, sister. So we're talking about broken covenants for a second. I'm about to introduce Weston Martinez here in just a moment. Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution states, the United States shall guarantee to every state of the Union a Republican form of government. It's not Democratic, by the way. Republican. All right? We used to be a republic. Now we're the United States of America Incorporated. What happened in 1871? Did they all have a state that happened in 1871? We go back to being a republic, don't we? Shall protect each of them against invasion. Talking about states. Application of the legislator or the executive, the legislator cannot be intervened against domestic violence. Article 4, Section 4. Now, for rabbit, probably nice to see him get involved in this. Better late than never. Ken Paxton, we support this. He wrote that letter I think y'all are all familiar with, January 24th. It said the federal government has broken the compact between the United States and the states. The word compact, it's a covenant that was established between the federal government and the states, and they've broken that covenant. It says the executive branch of the United States has a constitutional duty to enforce federal laws protecting the states, including immigration laws in books right now. President Biden has refused to enforce those laws and he violated them. The result is that he has smashed records for illegal immigration. I'm not going to read this whole letter, but I need to read this right here. The failure of Biden